Hey, what's up guys? BSG TrekFan88 here. Yes, I'm still sad about my cat disappearing. Yes, I have not gotten much sleep recently for that reason and a few others. But I want to talk to you right now for just a brief few minutes. This is not a review, this is not a overview, this is just my thoughts on the movie Cloverfield. I saw this movie twice in theaters. I own it on Blu-ray. I've seen it numerous times since its theatrical debut, and I love this movie. It's science fiction, it's monster movie, it's set in modern times. I don't care who you are, this movie is great. Yes, it borrows off of the Blair Witch, the Blair Witch was kind of the first movie to do the whole found footage thing, but Cloverfield took it in a new direction. Cloverfield, those of you that have watched my videos or know me personally know that I've seen a lot of movies in my day. I remember Cloverfield, it's in the top 5 movies, top 10, top 5 movies that I remember seeing vividly for the first time going into it. If you don't know, Cloverfield is about a monster that appears and attacks / goes into New York City, and it's from the point of view of HUD, the character who is videotaping this, and his friends, like his 3 friends, the 2 girls and the guy. One of his best friend is going away to Japan, of all places, and they're throwing him a going away party, and shit goes down. And if there's one thing that I remember from this movie above any other movie I've ever seen, is while watching it, it was one of the first movies where, while watching it, I myself was going, holy shit, what would I do in this situation? It's a very surreal / real movie where things unfold in real time. And one of the great items or things about this movie is that because it's based on one point of view, and it's not like your typical movie where you have the military point of view and the president's point of view and the public's point of view. It's literally just from your typical person trying to survive this event. And set piece after set piece, you are bombarded with visual holy shit moments. I mean, when they are in the subway tunnels trying to figure out how to get to said character's apartment complex, and the little critters start attacking them, holy shit. I mean, I don't get scared in movies, I don't get, oh my god, whatever. No, I get kind of tense, and I'm like, oh wow, what's going to happen next? But let me tell you, the first time, and even the second time, before it was released on DVD, the second time seeing it in the theater, oh, fuck that noise, okay? And then, of course, you have the actual Cloverfield monster, which doesn't make as big of an appearance as you would think in a monster movie. Again, because it's based around, quote-unquote, 3-4 people's point of view, they're trying to get away from the monster. So, when the monster shows up, it's like, whoa, shit, what are we gonna do? My favorite scene in the whole movie is when they stumble across the military, when it opens up a barrage on the monster. And, me being a former Sea Cadet and knowing a lot about military tactics and equipment, vehicles, and so on, let me tell you, the military unleashes everything it has. It unleashes tanks, personnel, armored personnel carriers, machine guns, guided missiles, fucking B-12 stealth bombers. I mean, one of the big jump points of the movie, spoiler, and that even got me to this day when I'm watching it on not my TV, but a big screen, or maybe after having a few drinks, I remember vividly when I watched it for the first time. At the end of the movie, the heroes get rescued. They're on a helicopter, and they're on their way out. You're like, okay, these guys survived. good for them, right? And they show the creature walking in New York City, and you're like, fuck, that's, damn, you know, that's the monster. And then they show, you know, again, it's all point of view. They show a V-12, I believe it is, you know, flying over the city, and it drops its entire payload of like 150 plus high velocity, high whatever you want to call it, bombs on the monster, and that fucking thing goes down, and you're like, yes, like literally, I remember watching the movie in my head going, fuck yeah, this goddamn thing is dead. And in the movie, of course, the character is like, yeah, that's this shit right there, and then the fucking monster, fucking comes back alive or whatever, and bites the helicopter and knocks out the sky. Oh my fucking god. When I saw that for the first and second time in theaters, it scared the fucking piss out of me. But, you know, the Cloverfield, I really liked this movie. It was one of my favorite movies of the year it was released. It still is one of my top movies that I really do appreciate and like. I'm not going to call it original because it has the whole found footage thing and the movie monster thing, but one side note, the movie is completely devoid of a soundtrack. Now, when the party is going away party, yes, there is music playing, but there is no soundtrack in this movie, which adds to the realism. The movie, when I saw it for the first time, again, I said this a few minutes ago, while watching it, it was one of the, probably the #1 movie that left me thinking while watching it. It's kind of hard to explain, kind of hard to, you know, just talk about to you guys. It left me going, you know, wow, what would I do in this situation? You know, would I be doing this? Would I be doing that? You know, fuck them, I'm going this way. And it was one of the first movies that I can honestly say literally was like, while I was watching it going, you know, holy shit, wow. It's not a pure science fiction movie. It's not a real life movie. Excuse me. It's one of those movies that I find very unique, and it's in my top 100, top 50. I mean, I really have no list. I'm just kind of bullshitting here. But if you haven't seen it, and I've kind of ruined a couple of bits for you, but watch Cloverfield. If you haven't seen it yet, especially with a really good sound system and a big-ish TV, please Netflix or watch this movie. You won't be disappointed. Some people complain that, oh, it was too shaky cam, and honestly, again, spoiler, at the end of the movie, that whole helicopter bit when, you know, the alien or the creature's taken out and people are like, yeah, and it comes up and bites the helicopter, there's this like 15 to 20 second bit where it's first person, you know, again, from the camera's point of view, from HUD's point of view, where the helicopter is spinning. It is the only time in my entire, to this point, no, it's August now, August 1st, 2012, I'm 24 years old and a half. It's the only time in a movie where literally, while that scene was going on, I thought I was going to be, not sick, but I was like, oh, okay, this needs to end soon because it's getting really disorienting. The way that they put you in that helicopter when it's going to crash, I mean, you watch a movie like Black Hawk Down, and you're like, holy shit, you know, that's a helicopter crash. Fuck that. No, Cloverfield, when the fucking Black Hawk goes down after it gets bitten by the alien, it's really disorienting on a big screen. Again, I saw it twice in theaters, and both fucking times, I watched it going, like, kind of like looking, but like not looking, like, okay, when's this gonna end? Okay, good. Anyway, I'm done here. Cloverfield, please go watch it. It has great acting, amazing special effects for what you see of them. The cast of characters, they're people who you would believe are real people and not just actors. The movie itself by J.J. Abrams launched his Bad Robot Studios, which went on to make Star Trek and so on. Star Trek the what's the word? The reimagined Star Trek, much like Battlestar Galactica. Go watch Cloverfield. See ya.